American way. Throwing bets like haymakers. UFC fight night, no faking these heartbreakers. Punch stats, bankrolls, and scorecards never fold. 8 off 21 sports talking bold like Fizz catching gold. Mike check, Eric saying underdogs got swagger. Weight counter champs got a clan and jaw won't stagger. Money on the line, bets as sharp as a dagger. Hot cops, bling, flashing lights, heavyweight bagger. 8 off 21, clash of minds, no surprise. Eric Blade in the ring, shouting hard, shooting high. Fight night dreams, cold cash gleam in their eyes. Betting broad, UFC calls on the podcast sky.
We've reached the part of the podcast where we're going to be talking some UFC 322, absolutely loaded fight card. Who better to come on than the man, the myth, the person that thinks JJ McCarthy is actually good at football, my boy, Wade, a.k.a. Top Flight Wagers. Wade, how you doing today, my man?
Hey. Those are shots fired.
Shots fired.
I never said that. That's blasphemous. I would never say those words.
Wait,
I want Sam Darnold back.
You want Sammy back.
And actually, when they were losing that playoff game, I was like, we need to get him the hell out of here. So I'm meeting my words right now, man.
Absolutely loaded fight card. Little bit of a breaking announcement. Wade and I have been talking about it. As soon as USC transitions over to Paramount, we are going to be doing some we're going to do a live show. We're going to live a pay-per-view. We're going to live stream a pay-per-view. We just got to figure out which one. You know what I mean? They've kind of been a little bit of a hush-hush. Have they ever really announced any of the pay-per-views yet? You know what I mean? Like, so the only thing that's scheduled for next year is the White House one on June 14th. They have yet to announce any pay-per-views. It's obviously going to be a pay-per-view, one of the numbered cards. So
I still have a hard time believing that's even going to happen. Do you actually still believe that's going to happen?
The White House card?
Yes.
No, I don't understand how it can.
Yeah, I feel like something's gonna happen. It's just all. It's just like it's like a PR stunt right now for some.
I feel there's no way, So, but we can talk about that a little time we get a little bit closer. Those tuning in for the first time, you know how we do it. Oh, those turning in before, you know how we do it. Those turning in for the first time, how we do it is this: we each have 3 bets. We give a finished parlay, then we build you a DFS DraftKings lineup. So let's jump right into it. First bet, my friend, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to go over to the Sean Brady, Michael Morales fight, and I'm going to take Sean Brady on the money line. I got it at -128. It keeps fluctuating back and forth there. You might still be able to get that. No, it looks like it's kind of moved off there again. The best line right now is about -135, maybe -130 as Caesars has opened up now. Relatively same price. We're looking at 18-1 Sean Brady versus an 18-0 Michael Morales. So something's got to give here. Brady is 8-1 in the UFC, while Morales is 6-0. Morales definitely has the age advantage. He's 6 years younger. He's got the height advantage, and he has the reach advantage. 7 inches, matter of fact. So when they met face to face, Sean Brady was definitely pointing up, looking up. But I'm not sure that's going to matter here. Michael Morales lands more strikes per minute at 5.62 to Sean Brady's 4.0, but Sean Brady pretty much beats him everywhere else. Higher striking accuracy. He absorbs way less strikes per minute. I think that's because he leads towards the wrestling and in the grappling area, where he averages 3.62 takedowns per fight on a 54% takedown accuracy, and he's got a 86% takedown defense, which is relatively the same as Morales. And I just don't think Morales has been tested against a true wrestler like Sean Brady is. Coming over here to my notes, this is definitely a high stakes fight here. I do think a lot of people believe that Morales is just going to knock out Brady with an early strike. And that may be the case, but I just think that over the 3 rounds, Brady's going to be the smarter fighter here. I think he knows that he can't stand and strike very long with the type of fighter like Morales is. So he's going to work on his takedowns, and I think he's going to get there, and I think he's going to be relentless at that. We saw how good he did against Leon Edwards in his last fight, and he pretty much smothered him. And I think he had an opportunity to finish him there as well. And I just don't think he wanted to. I think he wanted to inflict a little damage there, as they had a little bit of back and forth. There's not so much heated blood here, but I know that Sean Brady is looking toward a title fight in the near future, and this is his chance to make a statement. I think he's got a chance to submit Morales here. If not, he's just going to control him and damage him on the ground for the duration of the fight.
I like it. I was looking at this one too. Definitely think it's someone you need to use in your DFS lineups. My next one, and I'm doing a little different here. I took Angela Hill plus 5.5 at minus 110.
I looked at it.
Honestly, I'm not really sure what I'm missing here, so I'm pulling the trigger on Hill plus 5.5. She doesn't have the power, but she stays busy, avoids the big shots. Has the cardio, always keeps her alive. When we look at Klein, her takedowns are hit and miss. I think this is a big test for her. She's coming off an impressive win, but keep in mind her last 2 UFC wins were against fighters that are no longer on the UFC roster. Hill is an aging veteran, but she hasn't shown signs of slowing down. She's experienced. She knows how to use a cage. She won't put herself in bad positions. She can win moments. With 5.5, I just need her to win a round. That's all I need. I just need her to win a round. And I feel with the volume that she is very capable of doing that. I love the plus 5.5. I think it's great value. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No sprinkle on the money line for you.
No sprinkle on the money line, dude. No sprinkle on the money line. I'm just gonna do the scorecards plus 5.5. I mean, like, to me right now, I take that back. What I think is gonna happen, I think it will be a 28. She'll win 1, 29, 28, and then Kaim will win the other 2, 29, 28. Split decision win. Give me my plus 5.5, man.
Yeah, she just needs to win one round here.
That's it, dude.
Not get finished. So.
Like, honestly, that's all she needs to do.
Yeah, I looked at it pretty hard. It did not make my official card. I'm still not done making an official card, so maybe it might make it there because that's.
Listen to this.
It's what I'm entertaining, but everybody's on Klein. Everybody in the world's on Klein.
Well, listen to this. If this goes to the scorecards, I don't think Hill's going to get finished. I don't even know the last time Hill was finished.
Yeah, sure.
2 judges score it 29-28, and the other judge scores it 30-27. That's a win.
Oh yeah, it's there's definitely an opportunity for this to cash.
All
I love it.
I need her to do is win a round, and I think she has the volume. I think she's not going to put herself in position. And I'm getting it at minus 110. Are you kidding me? I mean, I think this is a great play here. So
her last loss was by submission in 2019 to a random person named Rhonda Marcos. She's got too high of an IQ. She knows what she's doing. I love it, man. She's too game.
And look, dude, I know she's married, and dude, I believe in marriage. I'm not trying to break up any marriage. I think Angela Hill's fucking hot, dude. If I saw her at the bar, I'd go say what up to her. I'll say it, dude. Don't judge, Wade. Don't judge.
Just listen. 2 fights ago, I know everybody's all high on Klein. She won her last 2 fights by knockout, but the time before that, she lost unanimous decision to your girl, Jasmine Jasudavicius. Yeah. So,
and the last 2, like I said, they're not even in the division anymore. They're not even on the roster. They're gone.
Yeah, why can't Hill do this?
This is a huge step up, and with the volume Hill has, definitely here, dude. Definitely here. So I think like it. Plus 5.5 at minus 110 odds. Huge.
Yep.
Huge.
I love it.
Next one here. I was looking at this one too, but I thought you were going to give me shit if I took them. So
no, dude, hey, I know everybody and their mother is on protest. Everybody in the world is. I think if you probably just turned on YouTube, I'm not sure if you'll find anybody that's on Edwards, maybe except me here. There might be some people out there. I don't know. I jumped on it at plus 170 over on ESPN. I don't know. I guess I'll go through the stats here real quick. He's 22-5. Process is 22-7. So obviously he still has some experience, but I think UFC experience really matters here. Edwards is 14-4. Process is 5-1. Process is really only 2 years younger. I mean, obviously that matters, but it's not like he's that much younger. He's got the reach advantage. That's about it. Edwards is a little bit taller. Pratis is going to be the better striker, but I think if Edwards goes back to his working his wrestling and his grappling game, he averages 1.18 takedowns per fight with a 0.4 submission average fight. So I know he knows better to stand and strike against Pratis. I think Edwards in his last few fights, and even though Pratis has had some good competition, obviously. This is Edwards' probably last chance. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, and I think this is really just going to be more of a stylistic matchup where if he can avoid the long range explosive knockout power of Pratis, I think that Edwards can use his technique and his patience and his defensive discipline to just outpoint and out frustrate Pratis. If he can work in the grappling game, I think he can get Pratis on the ground and frustrate him there a little bit too. So I just think one more step up in level and competition for Pratis. I think he just gasses out here towards the end of the fight. I don't see a finish here, and I'm just gonna take these odds for Edwards. I just think I don't know. He does look I won't argue with anybody that wants to sit here and say that Leon Edwards looks like he's done and he gives up. And you don't want to put your money against somebody that does give up in fights because he does kind of give up in fights. But then we kind of saw what he did, and he pulled it out of the fire and knocked out Usman. And then followed that up with the win against Usman after that. So we see now that Usman's still not really done yet. So I don't know. Edwards fought two guys that really grapple, really wrestle well in his last two fights. Now he's going to be fighting a striker again. It's a good matchup for him. And I just think the plus 170, even down to probably like plus 145 is probably a good number to take him, I think.
I like Edwards a lot. I think he's going to come out swinging. I think he's really got something to prove here. I don't think he's dead yet. And you mentioned the cardio, dude. One guy's an avid chain smoker and another guy isn't. Eventually that catches up to you at the time.
Yeah, it's got to matter at some point, right? And he drinks alcohol all the time too. Like, it's got to matter at some point.
My next one, and I'm going to go to your favorite fighter, dude. Give me Tracy Cortez.
Oh, God damn you.
Look, Aaron Blanchfield is great. Nasty grappler, big pressure, wants to get it to the mat, but I don't think your takedowns are as good as people make them out to be. Cortez, strong wrestler, excellent grappler. She's not going to put herself in danger to get submitted. She turned in a great performance in her last fight, landed 3 of 5 takedowns, controlled positions, pushed of late. And stylistically, Cortez is extremely well-rounded. She is willing to take a shot to give one, and her boxing is tighter than Blanchfield's. Her kicks work all 3 levels, and she's hard to hold down. Her biggest issue is the pace. Blanchfield can grind for 3 rounds, but Cortez grappling defense and scrambling ability keep her alive, and she's absolutely has success early with the hands. Her balance in the pocket leads to some great counter wrestling effectiveness, and I think this line is too wide. I get why Aaron's favored, but she should not be favored at over 2-1. I think Blanchfield's the better boxer, and I think her grappling, I think she's the better wrestler, and I don't think she's going to put herself in position. I think Cortez is enough to get it done here, so I'll take the plus 220, my friend.
Hey, you're on the value side because I am on this fight to go the distance in one of my bets. So yeah.
Next one, my friend.
You got the value. Yeah, this is my biggest play on the card. This is my hammer spot. If it bites me, so be it. But I am hammering Islam Makhachev to win a same game parlay over on DraftKings. Minus 120 Islam money line with the fight to go over 1.5 rounds. Islam Makhachev's move to welterweight is obviously one of the biggest storylines of the year here. Outside of his potential fight with Ilia Topuria, he's obviously got his eyes set on a new division here, which he's known to struggle in weight cuts, which potentially held his cardio back. And in his previous fights, I think he's now set his eyes on a little bit of a bigger and stronger competition in the welterweight class here. Known for his dominant grappling game, he's improved in the striking department over the years. Islam prides himself in really being a true mixed martial artist, and I don't think he has any fear with striking or standing when he absolutely has to. Obviously, Magdalena, current welterweight champion, quickly become one of the top strikers in the UFC. He's got sharp timing, slick footwork. Powerful combinations, make him a constant threat on the feet. He's patient, he's accurate, and he punishes opponents who overcommit, which Islam is not somebody who does. really the word on the streets that I've been hearing at least on the internet streets is that a lot of people believe Jack's size will be too big. His striking is going to be too crisp. His ability to get up and defend takedowns, blah, blah, blah. I'm just not buying it, man. Don't forget, we're still talking about one of the top pound for pound fighters over the last 5 years in Islam. And I just think this is a big step up for Jack. Just looking at recent opponents, I'm just not impressed by Jack's run to the title at all. Don't get me wrong, he's a phenomenal fighter, but Bilal Muhammad, he's really just never been a top tier fighter in my eyes, and I just think he was lucky to be in the current position that he was in. He then fought a washed up Gilbert Burns, and then he struggled against a mediocre Kevin Holland and Basil Hafez. So if you just read off those last 5 names, it's just not that impressive. I don't think Islam's going to look small in the cage, and I just believe he's going to get this thing done. I think he's going to show Jack that there's levels to MMA. I think it's one thing to train with Volkanovski and Craig Jones, like everybody's been showing on the internet, but I think it's another thing to get in the octagon with Islam Makhachev, one of Dagestan's best of all time. And I just think he's going to get it done. I think he's going to wear Jack down. I think he's going to find a submission later in the fight.
Yeah, I agree here. I think he's a hammer in our DFS lineups, and I'm definitely going
Nice.
to bet.
I thought you'd be all over Jack, man. Nice.
I'm definitely going to be playing a bet on him to win via sub. What I was going to do, now hear me out, I was going to play him to win via sub probably in the 3rd round.
Yeah, I can see it. Jack's tough. I think Jack will last a little bit.
My bet, I'm going to the other super fight. Give me Zhang here, plus 150. Look,
baby.
I love this fight. I've been waiting years for it. I think it's one of the highest level MMA matchups we'll ever seen. Skill for still, Shevchenko might still have the slight edge, but she's shown small signs of decline, and Zhang has never looked better. I think she becomes a 2-division champion by the slimmest margin. I like Shevchenko a lot. She's an all-timer, but Zhang is trending up. She still is physically peaking, one of the best pure athletes in women's MMA. The right hand is the key. We've seen Shevchenko dropped multiple times recently. Zhang has the power to land that shot, but she can't overswing. She needs to keep her jab in the way, double up, mix in the right hand to the body, stay patient in range. And if she does, her speed and physicality will play. She was huge at 125. Her strength is going to be the thing that matters. If she can get her hands locked along the fence, she can create damage, score takedowns. As long as she maintains her speed and cardio, I think she's faster, more aggressive striker from the beginning. Plus, we've seen Shevchenko struggle with fighters that have speed, and that rushes her to get this fight to the mat. I think just the speed of Zhang is going to be the key thing. I know a lot of people are hyping Shevchenko from what I've seen on the Twitter streaks, as you put it. But I just think the speed here, Zhang, is going to just be the deciding factor. So I'll take Zhang here plus 115. Prop parlay, my friend. You're going back to your boy.
Yeah, there's some other plays I like here too, but the Makhachev fight could go to a decision. I can see Jack pushing it there, but I just think Makhachev over the course of 5 rounds, I think he'll be able to find his positioning, find enough damage, find that spot where he can choke him out.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I took Kyle Dasakis to win inside the distance. 43-second knockout over Michael Pereira at UFC 257th. Showcased his devastating right hand ability to capitalize on aggressive opponents. Gerald Meerschaert has a 39% striking defense, a tendency to absorb damage while closing distance for subs, has been knocked out in 2 of his last 3 losses, including a 65-second KO. Kyle's 4.5 significant strikes landed per minute should overwhelm Meerschaert early, turning the fight into a highlight reel finish. My worry here is I don't want to play the KO, him not Gerald down to the mat, then him, you know what I mean? Then him go for the sub. That's my worry. That's why I guess I'm taking the chicken shit way out, as I would put it, that way, covering close, getting a little bit juicier. So that's my thing. I just don't think Gerald has it anymore. I think it was a great run, but I think Kyle, with the explosive striking that he has, is going to be able to finish him here. You can find this at Rivers at plus 395. So let's go ahead. Let's bring up the good old DFS lineup. And let's see what we are working with here, my friend. Boom. Obviously, I think we can both agree we want to put your boy in it. So here's the thing. I'm kind of glad you don't have Bo Nickel in here. That nickel fight I've been looking at, I think that fight can go either way. I really want nothing to do with it. Okay. I want to throw Kyle in here. I think Kyle's going to get it done inside the distance. I think he has the ability to easily score 80 points. I do feel though between the women's main event of Savchenko and Zhang, I think we need to put one of the two in there just because of the 5 rounds. So
yeah, I'm all about Whaley in there.
Yeah, okay. Well, where is she at? Here we go. Boom. All right, so right now we got Kyle, Zhang, we got your boy Islam. Where else you want to look at here, man? Because this is a loader card. We could go Bradley at 85. I think he's live. I think he's going to control Morales. If we do him, we're at 7,500. That means we're going to have to go down here to get one of these lower.
Yeah, like I told you, I already put out a article over at ewatchbet.com with the DFS lineup. So I've got 6 guys pretty locked in. I mean, I'm on board with Kopylov, Edwards, Brady. The only one I know that you're not going to like was Blanchfield, but you've already got Dawkins in there, so that would replace Blanchfield anyways.
All right, so right now we got.
You said you liked Edwards.
Yeah,
earlier.
I think here at 73. So we got Kyle, we got Islam.
Okay, if you want to put Cortez in there, I think that fight's going into a decision. I don't know who's going to win, but I think if she averages 80, are you able to click on her? Could you see her like last? What's her? Yeah, see, like most of them are all 80s. I know they're wins.
Yeah.
I think she'll strike more though than with the Rose. Yeah, I'm fine with putting Tracy in there if you want. That's up to you.
I love this lineup.
Tracy's fine.
I love this lineup. We got
I like Dawkins. That's fine.
We got Zhang, we got Brady, we got Edwards, we got Cortez.
Oh, you put Brady in there too. I didn't see Brady. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely love this lineup.
You like Brady in there?
Yep.
Okay.
So there you have it, guys. That is our DFS lineup. Just to recap, prop parlay is we're going Islam to win being sub, Kyle to win inside the distance. Wade has a same game parlay, Islam and over 1.5 rounds. He's sitting on Edwards plus 170 and Brady minus 128. I have Hill plus 5.5 on the scorecards minus 110, Cortez plus 220, and Zhang plus 115. Wade, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your schedule, coming on, talking a little UFC 322. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on social media, my friend?
Yeah, just come find me over at Top Flight Wagers over on X, and you can get free bets every day. I drop free article plays, free giveaways. So just come check us out.
Make sure to give that man a follow. Is there a fight card next week or not? I think there's one more fight card than a week off for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I always have this up. And when you were talking earlier, I meant to pull this up so that I could have it ready because I always like to do the look ahead. Yeah, we've got Armand and Dan Hooker fighting next week, and it looks like right now they only have lines. Wait, are both of those guys on that fight card?
Yep.
That is not right. Bilal Muhammad and Ian Gary are on that fight card too?
Yep.
And that's not a pay-per-view?
Nope.
Wow. So, yeah, Armand Sarukian and Dan Hooker are headlining, and then Muhammad and Gary. Those are the only 2 fights right now that have odds.
Nice little
fight. Ian Gary, minus 175. I'm going to probably have to go hammer that. I am not a believer in Bilal Muhammad at all.
Make sure to give that guy a follow. We'll talk about it next week. Best of luck in your bets, my friend, and we will talk soon.
See you guys.